Hi, welcome back to Rippin Coffee Roasters. I'm Chris. Today we're going to be showing you how to pour basic espressos, and for that I got my good friend Candan. Candan?
Hello, my name is Candan. This is my espresso machine, and we're gonna check it out today. It's called the VBM Domo Bar Super Espresso.
And
It's not called that. It's called the Super Electronic, not Super Espresso.
Today he's our espresso expert, and today we're going to show you how to draw a basic espresso shot with Rippin Coffee.
All right, so let's get started. So we're gonna use the Rippin Coffee Roasters Espresso Blend to start. So I'm gonna measure out 18.5 grams. Get started. I really like this grinder, but it's really messy.
Oh, it has a cool pump action device.
Yes, there are bellows to help get all the extra grind stuck in there. There are fines that are stuck in there, but I keep them in the shots because it can help with the body a little bit.
Okay.
So now I'm just kind of shaking it up a little bit. Level it out. Let me get there. And so I like to do a WDT these days. Some people are using the shaker from, I don't remember what it's called, the blind shaker, but I want to try the blind shaker soon. So I like to do deep swirls first, and then I do some superficial swirls along the top to make everything nice and even. Tap it down, and then I'm going to take this off and tamp nice and even. Good. Clean off the sides. All right, so what we're going to be using today in terms of the profile is a lever style shot. So we're going to start off slow, and then it's going to kick up to 9 bars, and then it's going to slowly decline as the shot tapers off. So for a pretty traditional ratio, a 2-to-1 in about 30 seconds there. So now we're going to pour a shot with Apex. This is the light medium roast. So because it's a lighter roast, I upped the dose about 0.5 gram to 19 grams this time to fill the basket a little bit more, because the light beans are a little bit more dense. And also because we're using a light bean, I changed the pressure profile to a different profile that starts with a little bit of a pressurized bloom at the beginning, which will help to release the gas in the coffee at the beginning, and it'll start to saturate the puck a little bit, and that is going to help us get more of the flavor compounds out of the beans, because the light roasts are a little bit harder to extract. So now let's begin. The shot's gonna be a little bit longer because of the bloom.
So if you're pulling a double shot, how long technically should it be pouring for?
Usually the shot pours around, like a traditional recipe would be around like 30 to 40 seconds, like 25 to 40 seconds in that range. And then they usually go for a 2-to-1 ratio, which would be, we're putting in 18 grams of coffee and we're getting 36 grams of liquid out. And so that ratio is kind of actually what I stuck with here because I found that works best for the coffee that we're using right now, the Apex. But the shot looks pretty nice. And also I didn't want to run the shot too long, and it took a little bit longer now because I did the pressurized bloom at the beginning, which added about 10 seconds onto our shot time. All right, so we're gonna give it a taste. We split the shot.
Fancy now. We got these little
Tasting spoons. Going all James Hoffman on you guys.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
I definitely recommend both, either the espresso or if you have the patience to sit there and try to dial in the lighter stuff, Apex comes out fantastic as an espresso. I mean,
it does. You really get the it's honestly pretty fruit forward, I would say. And then you get
it's
the
a little
chocolatey in the middle.
Actually, just a couple of seconds after having that shot, I definitely taste a lot more chocolate on the back end of my tongue, and that's like, hopefully there's a little bit more to sip because that was freaking. I'm about to switch my espresso at home to Apex.
You really get the fruit at the front and finish with chocolate. It's pretty smooth, nice and balanced.
Really good. Yeah. I've always been a fan of Ethiopians. They've been my favorite lineup ever since I first started coffee, and that Apex is fantastic. Perfect. That's basically basic shots of how to make some espresso shots with Candan.
And technology that you will never need to purchase unless you're crazy.
Oh yeah, another thing we were just talking about off camera actually was you don't necessarily need an extreme espresso machine like this at home. Basic Breville's or DeLonghi's or any of those home espresso machines would be great. The only things I would definitely 100% suggest you get are a scale, which I have on my website, these little tins to help you measure, and 100% invest in a really good grinder. A good grinder, a good coffee, and weighing out everything all the time will give you consistency and a really good taste no matter what machine you're using to brew your coffee with. Am I missing anything?
That's it.
Yeah. Get to rippinroasters.com. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll save 10% for life and get free shipping. And don't forget, life's too fast to drink slow coffee.